In the heart of ancient Europe, a civilization emerged that would shape the course of history. This civilization was the Roman Empire, a colossus of immense power and reach. During its reign, the era of a famed individual named Julius Caesar came to be. It was a period characterized by a grand political landscape, an indomitable military presence, and a ceaseless aspiration for supremacy. This was the world of Julius Caesar, born in 100 BC, a set for the birth of a legend. This boy, born into a patrician lineage, was meticulously prepared for leadership from his tender years. His upbringing was steeped in the traditions and obligations of the Roman elite. He was introduced early into the politics of power, learning the subtle arts of influence and diplomacy. In his youth, Caesar showed a remarkable adaptability and intellect that set him apart. His life was a testament of ambition, a story etched in the annals of history. His journey unfolded through a succession of events, each marking a critical juncture in his rise to power. The he trod, however, was not devoid of trials and tribulations. It paved the way for his ascension, but also sowed the seeds of his eventual downfall. His life would be marked by a series of events that would ultimately lead to his ascension and subsequent downfall. Caesar's journey began with his early education in rhetoric, a skill that would later prove invaluable. This was not a simple journey, for it required dedication, intense effort, and an innate ability to understand the subtle nuances of the spoken word. His eloquence was not merely a byproduct of his education, but instead it was a testament to his astute mind and his profound understanding of human nature. His effective speeches, his ability to articulate his thoughts clearly, and his persuasive arguments were instrumental in winning him allies from corner of the Roman society. These friendships and alliances laid the groundwork for his political ascent, providing him with the necessary support to navigate the complex labyrinth of Roman politics. In his formative years, Caesar was appointed to the esteemed position of the high priest of Jupiter. This role not only elevated his standing in society, but also added considerable weight to his political aspirations. However, Caesar's life was thrown into turmoil when Sulla, the ruling power of Rome, declared himself a dictator. His rule was marked by a reign of terror that saw the purge of his enemies, and Caesar found himself on the wrong side of this brutal political game. To abandon the comforts of Rome, he was thrown into exile. This period of exile marked a transformative phase in Caesar's life. It was during this time that he made a life-changing decision, one that would redefine his destiny. He chose to become a soldier, a decision that required immense courage and determination. This decision, though born out of necessity, would set him on the path to becoming one of the greatest military leaders in history. It was during this time that he decided to become a soldier, a decision that would set him on a path to becoming one of the greatest military leaders in history. Caesar's military career was marked by a string of victories that expanded Rome's territories and boosted his popularity among the masses. From the rolling hills of Italy onto the harsh terrains of the north, his strategic prowess was unparalleled, his armies moving like a well-oiled machine under his command. Each victory, each conquered land was but a stepping stone on his path to glory. His leadership was unerring, his bravery unmatched, causing his name to echo from the marbled halls of Rome to the furthest corners of the conquered lands. Among these victories, one stood out above all others, his conquest of Gaul. This wasn't a mere conquest, it was a grand display of Rome's might led by Caesar himself. Striking at the heart of Gaul, he vanquished opposition, bringing the whole region under Rome's rule. The wealth and resources he amassed from this campaign were staggering, filling Rome's coffers to the brim. It was more than just a military triumph. It was a testament to Caesar's capability as a leader and a strategist. Every Roman citizen, from the highest senator to the humblest plebeian, couldn't help but admire the man who had brought Rome such prestige, wealth, and power. His conquest of Gaul in particular was a monumental achievement that brought him immense wealth and respect. However, it was his audacious crossing of the Rubicon River, a direct challenge to the authority of the Roman Senate, that marked the beginning of the end. This act was not just a mere geographical relocation, but a significant political declaration. It signified Caesar's defiance and his readiness to confront the Senate. It was a testament to his bold ambition to challenge power, even if it meant standing against the most potent Roman institution of that time. This daring act was akin to tossing a burning torch into a sea of dry grasslands, igniting a violent civil war that would consume the Roman Republic. The war that ensued was brutal and bloody, a far cry from the peaceful and orderly Rome that had thrived for centuries. On the battlefield, Caesar demonstrated his extraordinary military prowess and strategic genius. Leading his troops with an iron will and indomitable courage, he proved himself an unmatched warrior and leader. Against all odds, Caesar emerged victorious from the series of battles that defined the Civil War. In the immediate aftermath, he made a move that would forever change the course of history. Caesar, having tasted the sweetness of victory, declared himself the dictator of Rome. This shocking announcement was met with a mixed response from the Roman citizens. Some regarded him as a savior, viewing his ascension as a necessary step toward stability. Yet others feared him, seeing this move as a blatant violation of the Republic's principles. In the end, he declared himself the dictator, a move that was met with both adoration and fear. The reign of Caesar as dictator was characterized by a series of reforms aimed at amassing power and enhancing the lives of the run-of-the-mill citizens. During his reign, Caesar showed a unique audacity and unveiled a bold vision for Rome, a vision that encompassed the essence of it all: power, progress, and citizenship. The reforms he introduced were multifaceted, diverse, and touched all aspects of Roman society. One of his most notable reforms was the introduction of a new calendar. It was a revolutionary change that transcended timekeeping. It was not just about days, months, and years. It was about realigning Roman society with the cosmos, bringing a new rhythm and cadence to life in the empire. Then there were the public works projects Caesar initiated. These projects were not merely infrastructural developments. They were symbols of the revitalized Roman state, a state that was not just interested in conquering but also in building and beautifying. They gave a renewed sense of pride and belonging to the Roman citizens. Lastly, Caesar extended the cherished privilege of citizenship to people in the provinces. This act was more than just a legal adjustment. It was a gesture of inclusivity and equality. It was an assertion that Rome was not just a city, but an empire where all its inhabitants, irrespective of their birthplace, shared equal rights and privileges. In essence, Caesar's reign as dictator was characterized by a series of reforms aimed at consolidating power and improving the lives of ordinary citizens. He introduced a new calendar, initiated public works projects, and granted citizenship to people in the provinces. However, his autocratic rule and perceived threat to the Republic led to growing discontent among the elites. A palpable tension filled the air as the citizens of Rome grew increasingly dissatisfied with Caesar's strong-handed authority. The bubbling resentment among the ruling class was fueled by the fear that the Republic they so deeply cherished was under threat. Stories of his reign spread through the capital, generating an atmosphere of and suspicion. Beneath this tension, a conspiracy began to form, discreetly weaving its way through the city's streets. Plots were hatched in the shadows, whispers of rebellion echoed through the marble halls, and secret meetings took place under the cloak of darkness. A group of elites, driven by their desire to preserve the Republic, began planning their course of action. The conspirators who were once allies turned against him. Their preparations culminated in the execution of a plan that would forever change the course of history. The assassination, carried out on the Ides of March in 44 BC, was a chilling event that sent shockwaves through the Republic. His death marked the end of the Roman Republic and ushered in the era of the Roman Empire. The life of Julius Caesar is a tale of ambition, power, and betrayal. His rise to power changed the course of Roman history, while his fall served as a grim reminder of the fragile balance between ambition and the common good. His legacy continues to resonate today, a testament to his enduring influence on the world stage.